because it's a brand new pilot episode of a new show. Are you ready for me yet, Kermie? Almost. I'm still doing the introduction. Hurry up, I gotta get started. Okay, why don't you take it from here? Thank you. Excuse me, camera. Thank you. Hello there, boys and girls, and welcome to the brand new talk show known as Talk to the Pig. I am Miss Piggy, and I am your host, and today we are going to interview the first man and woman on the planet. Can someone please get rid of that thing?
Sorry.
Okay, boys and girls, here we are on Talk to the Pig with my first exciting guests, Adam and Eve. Come up here, Adam. Hey, how you doing there, Miss Piggy? Oh, I am doing just wonderful. And would your lovely wife come too? Yes, I'm right here, Miss Piggy. Oh, we're so delighted you would come and be with us on the program today. So, tell me, I want to know all about this beautiful garden. Now, that is a simulated studio background, but we want to know about the real garden. What was it like? Well, Miss Piggy, it was beautiful. It was just lovely. You wouldn't believe all the animals and all the trees and all the birds, and there were rivers, and oh, it was just amazing. We could spend all day there just walking around and doing things. Oh, it sounds wonderful. And it was God's perfect creation. So there was no more litter. There was no more pollution. There was none of that yet. No, there was none of that at all. Well, how did you, on earth, did you spend your time? Well, Miss Piggy, we had lots of things to do. You know, God has given us all the animals, and I had to name them. You know, oh, yeah, you gave some of them pretty goofy names like Aardvark. Well, you know, I had to make up a lot of names. And we also spent time walking around and eating the fruit, and but not the apples. What do you mean by apples? You know, the apple that you're famous for? No, that wasn't an apple. Well, what was it? I thought it was an apple. Everyone knows you guys ate the apple. No, it was the fruit of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Oh, that's a mouthful. Oh, whatever. So anyway, you were eating the fruit? Yeah, and often God would even come through the garden and walk with us. Really? He would come and walk with you? Yeah, that's right. Oh, my goodness. That must have been wonderful. Oh, just to get to walk and to talk with Jesus? Yeah, it was really great. Well, tell me, Eve and Adam, what is it like to bear the weight of the responsibility for all the sin of the entire world? Oh, my goodness. I hate when you put it that way. You know, we feel really bad about it, but we realize, too, that if Eve and I hadn't done it, that maybe somebody else would have later. Yeah, but then you would have been off the hook. Yeah, but you know the good thing about it? There's something good about sin? Well, nothing's ever good about sin, but it was because of our sin that we got to see just how loving and how kind and how forgiving and how merciful and how gracious our God is. Yeah, I guess that's true. So, let's return to that fateful day and tell my viewing audience out there and Talk to the Pig, what happened? Well, Eve, I was standing over here by the apple tree. No, it's not an apple tree. It's the fruit of the knowledge of good and evil. Yeah, whatever. So you were standing over there by the fruit tree, and weren't there other trees? Oh, there were tons of trees. There were hundreds of trees. And you couldn't eat from any of them? No, we could eat from all of them except the apple tree. It's not an apple. It's the fruit of the knowledge of the tree of good and evil. Oh, whatever. So anyway, so there you were, and so why did you eat it? Well, Miss Piggy, you see, I was deceived. You were deceived? Yes. Well, how were you deceived? Did Adam deceive you? No, actually, I was deceived by a serpent. A serpent? Oh, was he scary? Oh, he was very scary. I don't like snakes, even to this day. Yeah, it was really bad. Eve got deceived there. Well, Adam and Eve, I have a little surprise for you. You do? Yeah. See, here on Ask Talk to the Pig, we worked really hard, and we went through all the earth, and we found a special guest that we'd like to reunite you with today. You did? Well, I wonder who this could be. Enter the special guest.
Trust in me. Trust in me.
Hello there, Mr. Serpent.
Hello. How are you doing today?
Okay. Anyway, please look over there. You're making me nervous.
Trust in me. Trust in me.
No, over there.
Okay.
So I can't believe you brought him here. It's all his fault.
No, it's not.
Hey, you be quiet. So tell us, Eve, what were you doing there? Well, I was standing there by the tree, and then this evil serpent thing came along.
Oh, trust in me.
Yeah, and what did he say?
I said, you will not surely die.
Yeah. So you lied to them.
Well, they didn't actually die.
Yeah, but God was referring to spiritually.
Whatever. I said, is it true that God wants you not to eat of any tree in the garden?
And I said, no. He said we can have any tree, but just not the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Yeah, and this is where deception got really deep.
All I said was, you will not surely die. God just does not want you to become wise like He is. You want to be wise like God, don't you?
Get back in your spot.
Sorry.
So you deceived Eve. And so Eve, what did you do? Well, I listened to the serpent, unfortunately, and I took some of the fruit and I ate it. So you ate the apple. It was not an apple. It was a fruit of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Yep, whatever. And so then, Adam, when did you find out about this? Did Eve come and tell you? Well, I really hate to admit this, especially on the air, but you know, Miss Piggy, it really wasn't totally Eve's fault. Well, what do you mean? Well, women get a lot of bad rap sometimes, and they blame it all on Eve, but if you read the text, you'll notice that I'm the one that God gave the instruction to, not to eat the fruit, even before Eve was created. And after Eve was created, it was my job to emphasize to her how important it was not to eat it. Oh, so you shirked from your husbandly responsibility. Yes, I did. Back off, please. Sorry. And to make matters worse, also, if you read carefully, it says that I was standing there right with her. What do you mean? You were standing there right there listening to this serpent? Is it deceived Eve? Yes, I was. What are you doing? Watching to see if she croaked, and then if she didn't, then you would eat too? Well, I don't really know what went through my mind, but I do know that after I saw Eve was fine, I thought, well, I want to be knowledgeable too. And so... Yeah, so then I gave him the fruit, and he ate it too.
And then I was able to fool them both into sinning.
Back away.
Sorry.
So then you ate the fruit, and then what happened? Well, then we really felt like we had sinned. We could tell that well, we just felt sinful. Yeah, and for the first time, yeah, we noticed that we were, Adam, yeah, we said we weren't going to talk about that. Oh, yeah, this is the embarrassing part. We will not mention the part about the no clothes. Hey. Sorry. And, well, that's what happened. Yeah, can you, like, get out of here?
Why? Don't you want to talk to me?
No. Go back wherever you crawled out from under. So, Adam and Eve, I'm sorry about that alarming guess there. But, what can we learn? Well, Miss Piggy, it's important that we learn that when God tells us not to do something, it's for a reason. That's right. We need to not be fooled by deceptions that say that God wants anything less than the best for us, because the best is what He wants for us. Oh, that's true. Whoa! Are you okay? Oh, no. Well, I guess she was the first to fall. And after Eve fell, then what happened? Whoa! Adam fell. So, boys and girls, the moral to today's lesson is, don't be like Adam and Eve, and do not fall into sin or else. Well, this was Talk to the Pig, and I will see you next time.
Oh, that is, if there is a next time. Oh, thank you, boys and girls, and, that's a wrap.